Hey, welcome to Tommy's Tutes. This is episode 1. It's the first one we're going to do. And what I'm aiming to do with these is pick an exercise you've seen in the gym or at home, run you through how to do it from sort of step 1 or nice and easy, all the way up to like a little bit harder and sort of moving into getting you ready to go back to the gym. We're going to break down form, we're going to break down what it is and where you should feel it and what we're looking to target, and kind of talk you through the steps on how to build your body type, I suppose, or your frame into this exercise and find out how it's going to work for you. Cool? So we're going to start with hip thrusts or a bridge. We're going to start from the floor today, and I'll talk you through a barbell hip thrust next week in prep for going back to the gym. Cool? So we start lying flat on our back on the floor. A couple of key points. If you don't know how to core brace, you need to go and watch the video from beforehand. If you don't know where your legs go when you squat, you need to go and watch the video from beforehand. Those two things are kind of building blocks of this. Okay, so cover them, then come back here. So we lay on our back, right? We're going to brace our core and we're going to tuck our pelvis underneath a little bit. So what that means is we're kind of basically, you're going to flatten your back into the floor a little or tilt your hips back. Cool? So from there, core's on nice and tight. We're going to push down with our feet or down with our heels. If you think heel, your brain will recruit more glute. Okay? We push down with our heels and we lift up. Cool? We have a nice straight line from shoulder to hip to knee. We hold for 3, we come back down. Same again, we brace up, hold for 3, we come back down. Okay, key things to think about while we're here. Thighs must stay in the same spot. Doesn't matter where they go, they can be narrow, they can be wide, wherever you set them up, they must stay there. They cannot wobble around while we're doing that, okay? Your heels, when we set up here, they need to be about arm's width away, right? This is primarily or typically a glute exercise. The further out your heels go, the more you're going to use your hamstrings, okay? That's fine if that's what you're looking to target. If you're looking for glute activation, you're going to get more with your heels closer to your hips, all right? Now, for a lot of people, that's going to be enough. That's going to be hard enough. 10 to 15 sets of 3-second holds, that's a fair bit, right? If that's too easy for you, that's where we're going to split our stance a little bit. We're going to stagger it, okay? That's called a B stance. So what that looks like practically, we lie back down, and then one foot is going to creep out in front of the other, about sort of heel toe. We're going to lift the toes on the leg that's out in front. We're going to do the same thing. Core comes in and we brace, and then we push up. And what you'll find is the leg that's closer to you, or the foot that's closer to you, that glute is going to do more work. So we push up, hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower. As that starts to get easier, that left leg or the other leg, the one that's further out, can creep further out in front. When you can get out to almost straight, that's when you can come back in. Third progression. You come up, you hold, core's on nice and tight, and then we straighten the left leg, hold for 3, thighs stay parallel, we come back down. Beautiful. The foot comes down before the hips come down. While we're up here, if we straighten and our left hip drops, our right side is not doing enough work to keep us steady, okay? Your glutes are hip stabilizers, right? If your hips are wobbling around and your pelvis doesn't stay level there, your glute is not doing its job. Cool? Once you mastered that, cool, Tom, easy, I need some more. Where do I go next? We go to a full single leg bridge. So we come down flat, we set up here, core brace comes in, we're thinking about pushing with our heel, our pelvis is tucked. Then we straighten that leg, thighs stay parallel again, and then from there, we push up, we hold for 3, our pelvis or our hips stay level, and then we come back down. Cool. If you can do 10 to 12 reps, single leg on one side, with no pelvis instability, you're killing it. Cool? So 4 focus areas. 1, do I feel my glutes? 2, is my core braced and active? 3, is my pelvis level? 4, do my thighs stay parallel with each other? If you can do all of those things, you are ready to move on to a barbell hip thrust and potentially a single leg barbell hip thrust. So tune in next week, they'll be up here.